Today I'm going to be talking about the all new Callaway Epic drivers. Now we have some really interesting new and updated technologies within these drivers, and I'll run you through all of that within this video. I'll also talk to you about the three models we have to choose from, give you a good idea of how they differ and let you know which one might be the best fit for your game. I'll also let you know how I got on after testing all three of them out on the golf course and using my Skytrack launch monitor, just to give you a good idea of the performance on offer and my thoughts on them. Also, I'm going to let you know if this, the Callaway Epic Speed, is the fastest driver I've ever tested, but more on that later in the video. First off, if you're new to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. It was 4 years ago that Callaway first launched its Epic drivers and jailbreak technology within them, and I think it's fair to say that it was one of the biggest and most popular driver releases of recent years. And that was all thanks to Jailbreak. It really helped to set a new standard for ball speed. This technology featured two titanium bars connecting the crown and the sole, stiffening that connection within the body to try and produce higher COR, greater ball speed across a wider area of the face, and more on-centre ball speed. So really that's what Jailbreak was designed to do, deliver maximum ball speed and really consistently high ball speeds. Now that technology, we saw it in Rogue, we saw it in the Epic Flash drivers, and we also saw it in Maverick last year, and now we have a completely new take on it. Callaway is calling it its Jailbreak AI speed frame, and as you can see, it looks entirely different from the old Jailbreak design. Now Callaway has incorporated its artificial intelligence expertise to come up with this unique looking design. Now the traditional Jailbreak, it served to stiffen the body in the vertical direction. Now it's very efficient at producing high ball speeds and consistent ball speeds across the face. But Callaway say this new design that helps stiffen it not only in the vertical direction but also the horizontal and torsional direction, and the results being, according to them, even higher ball speeds across a wider area of the face. So you can just expect tons of speed with the new Epic drivers. The Jailbreak AI speed frame then works in conjunction with a uniquely engineered flash face within each of the models. Now this technology we first saw introduced with Epic Flash 2 years ago. Callaway used artificial intelligence to cycle through thousands upon thousands of different face designs and prototypes in the computer before landing on the finished product that's going to work really well in conjunction with the speed frame to produce very high consistent ball speeds, but also lots of forgiveness and spin robustness. Really keep this thing consistent across a wide area of the face, make that sweet spot that little bit bigger. For the first time in an Epic driver, we have Callaway Cyclone Aero shape that was introduced with Maverick last year. Now Callaway say that because of the unconventional forgiveness afforded to them by Jailbreak and the flash face technologies, they can produce this driver that doesn't have to place a lot of weight low and deep in the club head for forgiveness, and instead make it very aerodynamic. As you can see, it raises quite sharply towards the rear of the sole. We get quite a flat crown, and they just say it's going to be very aerodynamically efficient, try and give you some free club head speed so that you can in turn get more ball speed and more distance. Now, as has been the case with Callaway drivers for a number of years, we have a carbon fibre crown, but actually this time it's a bit larger than before. They say that's just freeing up even more weight, about 16 grams when compared with a traditional titanium crown, and that just allows them to free up weight, take it away from up on the crown, up on high where they don't want it, and reposition it within the head to boost forgiveness levels. Also, for the first time, we have this carbon fibre toe panel you can see here. And again, it's just giving free weight for the engineers to position where they want it. And within the Epic Speed model, it's producing a little bit of draw bias, which I think for most golfers who are looking to put this model in the bag, that'll be something that will really suit their eye. Next up, the Epic Max, the most forgiving, most user-friendly option within the lineup. As you can see, we have a slightly different shape here. It's a larger footprint with more weight placed low and back within the golf club. This is the high MOI option, really deep CG, trying to give that high launch and lots of forgiveness for the golfers that need as much help as possible. Also, you'll notice that we have a sliding weight here. Now this 17 gram sliding weight allows you to put it into a little bit of fade bias or draw bias. And when you combine that with the OptiFit hosel, all three drivers have the hosel, but when you combine that in the Epic Max, put it in the draw setting, you can get up to about 20 yards of draw bias. So for those of you who struggle with a slice, this is going to be a really good option. Apart from that though, it's pretty much the exact same. We have the Jailbreak AI speed frame, we have Flash Face SS21, larger carbon fibre crown, and yeah, this is just going to be really high launching, really forgiving model within the lineup. Completing the trio is the Epic Max LS, the low spin option within the lineup. This is going to be perfect for high swing speed players, those of you looking to cut spin out your driver game, just going to be absolutely ideal for you. It's going to be that low spin but high MOI design that really the Sub-Zero models in previous years have delivered. We have a little bit more of a better player preferred shaping, I would say. We have, you know, that adjustable perimeter weight there to dial in your ball flight where you want, get some shot shape correction. It's set up with a hint of fade bias in the neutral setting compared with the draw bias of the other two. But apart from that, it's the exact same story. Jailbreak A.I speed frame, flash face, carbon fibre technology, you know, it's the exact same, but this is the low spin option and it's got a slightly different look when compared with the other two. So that's all of the new technology, but how do they perform? Well, let's take a look at the numbers I got earlier on today with my Skytrack. Using Pro V1 golf balls, I tested all three heads at 9 degrees of loft using the same Mitsubishi MMT 60g X-Flex shaft. And straight away, you can see that the speed on offer is just remarkable. You know, no surprise there, Callaway have been really good at producing very fast drivers over the last few years. And they're promising a lot with these new Epic ones, so it's good to see them deliver the goods. You know, you can see 113 club head speed with Epic speed, and then both max models at 112. You know, I felt really confident to have a go with these drivers because of the forgiveness levels on offer. You can really go at it and you can expect high ball speeds, and that's what I was getting. You know, I felt I was swinging it really good today. So to see ball speed, you know, 165 with Epic speed, then 164 with both max models, absolutely fantastic. That Jailbreak speed frame along with the flash face, it just produces lots of ball speed and consistent ball speed, even those slight mishits. So, you know, really high ball speeds, absolutely solid. We then look at the launch conditions. You can see there's a good bit of variety here. You know, the spin rates, we're around about 200 RPM between each of the models, and that's roughly what I would expect to see. And then when we look at the distances, yeah, all absolutely solid. The Epic Max LS with its spin and also launch just suiting me the best. You know, the wee bit of additional speed with the Epic's speed model, you know, both of those over 300. The Epic Max just spinning a little bit too much for me, but that's going to be great. You know, that high launch and a little bit more spin is going to be great for a lot of you who are looking for some additional help. And yeah, just absolutely solid numbers across the board. Now, at the beginning of this video, I asked the question, is the Epic Speed the fastest driver I've ever tested? And when you look at my averages, 113, 165, that's tons of speed for me. When you pull in my peak ball speed number of 168, that's just absolutely ridiculous. For me to get close to the 170 mark is just phenomenal. Okay, during my testing session today, I felt really good. My driver swing was on point. These drivers just filled me with confidence. You know, the consistency and forgiveness to deliver just allowed me to really go after it, attack the golf ball. But to see it produce the goods, to see it give me 168, yeah, just absolutely crazy speed for me. So is it the fastest driver I've ever tested? Well, it's certainly in the top three, I would say. And if you go and test this for yourself, I'm sure you'll be blown away by the speed that's on offer. Now on to the really important side of things, how I got on out on the golf course. And it'll come as no surprise to hear what was standing out most was the speed and distance on offer. You know, just off the face, these things feel so fast. They provide speed and distance in abundance. Plus, with Jailbreak and flash face technologies, you're going to get really good ball speed and good distance across a wide area of the face. So those mishits are still going a long way. We've also got decent levels of forgiveness. You know, I think Callaway's unconventional forgiveness of Jailbreak and flash face, it does stand out. Mainly in the spin rates, you know, I see that the launch conditions stay really consistent. It's hitting the same window time after time after time. So yeah, just really consistent launch conditions, really consistent speed, and that's resulting in tons of distance and yeah, good levels of forgiveness. Now the Epic Speed, it looks really smart. I think it's a cracking driver. However, for me, the Max LS was just, it suited my game that little bit better. The lower spin option just, you know, it was just suiting the kind of trajectory I want to see, giving me that little bit extra in terms of performance. Most of you will probably gravitate towards the Epic Speed, but that low spin of the LS option just suited me perfectly. I also prefer the slight difference in the shape of the LS. Yeah, it just suits my eye that little bit better. With the Max, you know, it's so high launching, really easy to hit. You know, I think if you're looking for maximum forgiveness, it's in the name, then this is going to be the one for you. It still delivers really good speed, but crucially, it's going to be that little bit more user-friendly. You're probably going to find a few more fairways with this model, just because, yeah, it has that lower, deeper CG, a little bit higher MOI, and just, yeah, make it that little bit more forgiving. In terms of looks, I think all three look fantastic down at address and offer different profiles to suit different kind of golfers. You know, the Epic Max, it's got a really confidence-inspiring big footprint. The Epic Speed, it's a nice round kind of classic shape to it. And the Epic Max LS, a little bit more modern, better player preferred. They look really smart down at address. For me though, the colour scheme of the green and white down in the sole, it's not my cup of tea, so I would go down the route of Callaway Customs. I've done that the last 2 years that I've used Callaway drivers. I've gone for blue and white, it's just the colours I like. And it's something I would probably choose to do again, just because I think this green and white, it's not really to my liking. In terms of the sound and feel, there's subtle differences between the three models. Certainly compared with the Epic Flash of 2 years ago, they sound much better. You know, it was quite a loud, high-pitched sound, whereas these are definitely a bit more muted, a little bit duller. And yeah, I think it's a sound that most of you will be able to get on board with really easily. Hopefully this video has given you a really good idea of what's on offer with the new Epic drivers. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and thank you very much for watching.